my name is Darius McLeod. I'm 24 and I'm an entrepreneur. I do barbering, I've got a clothing brand, and basically I've just opened up a shop which is going to be called Graft Hard HQ. All three sectors are going to be in there, so that's barbering, clothing, and there's a new additional sector basically which is nails. I've obviously got somebody in there for that sector, and then yeah, we're going to continue with that. I started off at Our Lady of Lords, which is in Brockenhall. Then I went to All Saints. After All Saints, I went to Leeds, Carmanor. I studied a scholarship there for semi-professional football, and then went on to a scholarship then for Guiseley. And yeah, that was the end of the schooling. I've got about probably 3 achievements that I'm most proud of. One of them is going to Italy and Czech Republic, being involved in the Commonwealth Youth Games for athletics. The second one is when I moved down to London, working for McLaren. That was within mechanics. And then my third one is opening Graft Hard. Anyone in particular, but I have obviously a lot of upper class clothing brands, for example, that I've been looking at. For example, when I started Graft Hard clothing, I used to follow, for example, Legend of Paris. He's from Manchester. I know that he's kind of been in the same scenarios in ways as me, to a point where he's built to now where he is, and I kind of see that as a reflection of myself, where I could kind of produce that also. That's just one of the clothing side of things. Other ones are more black uplifted people. So I don't really, like I said, I don't have anybody in particular, but there's just a lot of people in mind when I come to positivity stuff. So motivational stuff, for example, or like I said, uplifting, where it makes you feel better, it makes you understand the situation better, makes you kind of get the scenario that you're in, that you kind of maybe adapt to it, where you might not feel like you've got everything you want or you whatever, but you need to be grateful, because if you look around, you've probably got a lot more than a lot of other people have. So in that way, it kind of makes you be humble and grateful in a way. Losing the people close to me that I would have thought would have been on my journey with me now, that are not with me now, and they're more distant. Another thing that's basically been another hard journey is overcoming all the losses and the L's that I've took to bounce back. But that's made me the person I am now, and also made everything how it is in the structure. So it's built me to something. So if I didn't have them losses and them situations that I had, I wouldn't have been able to build past that, because maybe that was like a test, as I see it now, from God. If you pass that test, then you move on to the next level maybe. If you don't, maybe you stay at the same level or you deteriorate.